In this video we are playing Find All Princesses. Thank you so much for choosing my video. If you do find it helpful, if you can leave it a like, drop me a comment and of course hit that subscribe button to help support my channel. So coming in, and I'm getting sort of boba kawaii vibes off this one. It's very similar. The map is quite busy, it's a little bit overwhelming. I mean, for me it's super bright, it's all pink and colourful. What I will say is I do like the range of princesses they've used in this game. So we kind of look like, I don't know, these like anime manga ones, and then you've got kind of maybe the traditional ones. So I do like the variety that they've used. I've never heard of some of these princesses before. They're good quality, so you can see the image is really nice. We also get free gifts in this game, so very similar to kind of boba, kawaii bananas, that style game. The more princesses you find, the better the gift. See, I don't get the connection for the SpongeBob's house to be in here when SpongeBob technically doesn't have a princess in it. I don't think. Or is the mermaid a princess? The mermaid is a princess, isn't it? But I don't think, is she in here? I didn't actually check, but maybe having the princess near to the theme would have been a bit better. See, some of these, like, are these just made up princesses that they've kind of gone like, oh, cherry, oh, have a tiara, there you go. And again, very similar to those other games, you get that kind of backstory to these. So we've got our first gift and we can have 2 times speed. So again, it's a real shame it's not a badge game, so you don't get a badge for each princess. You're only going to get the experience of the game, you're not going to take anything else away from it. But again, very similar to the gifts I've already seen in the other games. I do love that I now have these like wings on my shoes. I think you could have potentially brought in the princess theme a little bit, so I don't know, you dress it in a massive tutu-y dress and then you get your crown and then you get like your scepter or something, I don't know. See, again, some of these names I'm recognising. So Belle was in blue. I think Belle, I think Beauty and the Beast. We had Merida there, which is obviously the Scottish princess from Disney. You could have imitated that a little bit more on the index. I wonder how many princesses there are that you could do in films. You know, like Star Wars, you've got Princess Leia, so you could have done one like her. See, it's really random. Why is there Labubu's in here? It's a very busy map when I don't think you potentially have needed some of this. I know sometimes I say like, oh, the map's a bit simple. This one's a bit busy that I think potentially less is more. I'm like Goldilocks. This map has too much. This map has too little. This one's just right. So we now have the jump boost. for some reason it's a backpack. Like, again, you could have brought in that princess theme, you know. So if you think sort of Find the Bobas, you have the jetpack but they look like a boba. This one you could have had like a massive, like a little tiara, a big tiara, and then you have the full-on frock. I haven't actually talked to any of these characters, so I don't know if it comes up with the same speech in the middle. I would say you're going to struggle a little bit because there's no hints, but you're not, because I found them all, so you're going to have an easy time playing this game if you're watching my video at the same time. But obviously for me there were no hints, so I've had to really think about kind of the shape of the princess, where I think they might be. See again, Aurora. I kind of get that Sleeping Beauty. Albeit the index isn't, the picture for the index isn't classically what I would think for Aurora. See, I don't know if this developer's taken the inspiration from Find the Bobas, because again the map is feeling very similar in sort of styling. I got it that time. I mean, aside from sort of not having hints, this isn't a hard game at all. There's no real kind of sneaky hidden ones or puzzles or teleports or anything like that. So this would appeal to sort of the younger players as well, especially princess fans. But for me, as sort of the scavenger hunt enthusiast, it's been quite a nice pass the time game. See again, Rapunzel didn't have black hair. Rapunzel classically had the golden hair that glowed when she sung. The index is slightly off with the names, I would say. Some of these were a little bit trickier how to figure out how to get up there. But again, I suppose if you have the better gifts, this may help, especially with the jump 4. I think that would really help in this case. So you see, I'm not going to get up there until I've got that gift. That is so weird, but I can kind of see where I haven't been to go and get the princesses. I don't know if that's the game on my iPad which is causing that glitch. A helpful thing, because there are no hints, is that the princesses kind of go semi-transparent and you get a tick when you've got them. So at least when you're going around the map you can easily kind of see which ones you haven't collected. Again, that would really help younger players. See again, what's that random stone thing for? Like, I don't know. I knew I'd go up the wrong way at one ladder. See again, Tiana, that's the green frog princess, isn't it, from Disney? Like, make her look like that Disney princess if you're going to use that name. Oh my god, I chase sunbeams across meadows and store their warmth in glass jars. I am far more goth and doom and gloom and moody for this, I tell you. I know there's probably an easier way to get there, but I just couldn't be bothered. So the checkpoints are actually worth hitting because obviously if you fall off or if you want to teleport around the map, they're going to be really useful. Like so. So glad I hit that checkpoint, but just to show you. The only issue is you kind of have to guess at the picture where you were. So some of the princesses do give you hints of where you may need to check for the other ones. Again, sort of like the crosses and the random multicolours. You know, you could have done clouds or something. It just makes the map extremely busy. But again, do you see the connection? There was one that they did where they did have these flying boats. It was very similar. Was it Find the Fairies? Find the Angels? I play so many of these games, but I've definitely played one that had floating ships like this, albeit they are a bit different. Because I remember commenting and saying, well, if they've got wings, why do they need flying boats? So you can log in every day to unlock new outfits. I haven't bothered doing that. See again, does that not look like Snow White to you? And yet they've named her Ruby. I like these ones sort of tucked down here. That does make it a little bit more challenging to make sure you are checking the map methodically. But again, it's why I always say that zoomed out view is going to help you. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. The speed would probably help you on that one, especially the 4 times, which we have just got. So now we have wings on our back and on our feet. So I do like how they use the original 2 and add to it. But again, this is where you could have your crown and your dress. So for that one, we are going to need the 4 times jump, so I'll have to come back and get that later. So I originally missed this when I was playing, had to come back, so I've just sliced it into the video now because I was here. Love the placement of this one. I missed it. So there's a little doorway here, and this is where we find this one. That took me so long to find because, as I said, I don't have hints and I'm not buying them because I don't play with Robux. So yeah, that one was a real difficult one to find for me. I'm liking Nadia, the first one in black I think we've seen. Very cutesy still, but I approve of the black. See, this one I'm trying to sort of overcomplicate it because you've got a lovely little hiding spot in that roof line. But again, this game is easy. They haven't really done many that are that challenging. See, if she was riding a tiger, that one's giving me sort of Jasmine if she was dressed in blue. See, that one's very Jasmine from Disney, but again, it's named Rose. See, Xena is a princess, but it's the warrior princess, so why not have her as the warrior princess? You know, you can even bring in, where's Princess Peach? That would be one you could stick in here. So yeah, maybe you've stuck to authentic princesses for me and actually dressed them as they should be. You know, AI could generate Xena warrior princess, surely. Oh, and I've just thought that you could have grouped him by kind of princesses that are all under the water and had the underwater area, princesses that are sort of all Disney, because I've just seen like a very Disney-esque castle behind me. You know, ones that are in space, so Princess Leia. See, how much does that look like, the Walt Disney Castle? We actually have Princess Charlotte, so obviously William and Kate's daughter is Princess Charlotte. I don't know if that's who they styled that one on, but obviously it is actually a princess. Zella? Who came up with the name Princess Zella? So it does have some badges, but only when you actually achieve a number of the princesses found. So it's 60. I am a princess expert. I don't think so. So you got a random princess with a police hat on. Why? And then we've got this random mannequin. What's going on here? Like, what is that doing there? Again, does not look like Mulan. That's probably the most upsetting thing about this game, I think, for me. Snow, does that look like Snow White? No, Snow White is at spawn. Oh my god. Have these people actually watched Disney and researched these princesses before doing the index? Oh my god, that does not look like Moana. Oh, that's annoying me now. We finally got our jump 4. So that's really going to help, and I can now go back and get the ones that we're missing. I actually do like the fact that they've made some of them to make you use that ability. So we got the stage here. Now, I can totally appreciate that you're getting on the K-pop Demon Hunter kind of bandwagon, but A, the names are wrong, so it's Mira and Rumi spelt wrong, but they're not princesses, are they? They're hunters. I don't think I've seen anywhere where they are actual princesses. So if we're in Find the Princesses, they ain't one. I couldn't say about these, I really couldn't. See, I actually prefer these sort of realistic ones than, well, more realistic ones, the anime style, rather than the kind of cutesy, kawaii version of them. I actually prefer these ones. I think they're really well drawn, or AI generated. Love the outfit on that one. If I had to pick an outfit out of this game, it'd be that one. See, it doesn't feel very sort of castle and grand, like just a bit of furnishing, some pictures, you know, something to make this feel like a castle. Again, Anna doesn't look anything like the Princess Anna. That glitch really helps because you can see which ones don't have a tick. Again, the 4 jump boost just really helps with this. And then we had the one here that we couldn't get to. Again, I never understand sort of like the gates. And then you've got a lighthouse. Like, what is that supposed to resemble? Again, this is where I'm like tick, 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 tick. I don't know if that glitch is supposed to happen or not, but it has, and it really benefited. So it does say there to join the group to unlock a special princess, but that doesn't actually affect your index, so that is not one that's going to be out of the 106. Obviously, I don't join groups, but you can go ahead if you want to collect that princess. It'll probably be called Ariel and look nothing like the Disney mermaid because they've got black hair and not bright red. Missed this one up here. Say hello to the weird mannequin again. How did I miss this? At spawn of all places? This is where I ran off and I didn't methodically run round and have a look at everything. Kick myself. Another one at spawn I missed. So we are on to the last one because obviously I already put the final one, which was in the kind of art museum. And again, absolutely love the placement. What do I always say? Check the waterfalls. And what didn't I do? Check the waterfalls. So I didn't take my own advice. But there we go, that is Elsa, even though Elsa's not a fairy, but we'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.